Morning everybody, welcome to another banger on the biggest and best forex scam exposing channel in South Africa. Imagine owing Sars 1.7 million rand for profits that you never made. Well, this is the case of one South African. Let's go through the article and see how that came about.
FBI, open up!
Taxpayer battling with a crypto tax nightmare for months. Owing Sars 1.7 million rand from profits he has not made. Yo, I would go crazy. A Sars official has provided some insight and hints that there may have been some misapplication in this case. A taxpayer has been battling with the South African Revenue Service, SARS, for months after receiving an additional assessment of an eye-watering 1.5 million rand from crypto trade income. The taxpayer made only one deposit of 185,000 rand with a crypto trading platform in 2021 and subsequently withdrew about 70,000 rand. He was left with an additional assessment of more than 1.7 million rand after penalties were included. Now, neither the deposit nor the withdrawal of profits, even if you put them together, will constitute such a huge tax bill. John Godsoff, the aggrieved taxpayer, says the additional assessment was issued on 10th of March and on 13th of March he sent a lengthy letter to SARS when he became aware of the additional assessment. He claims he received correspondence from SARS from an unfamiliar address, and when checking his e-filing profile, there was no correspondence verifying the email from SARS. The additional assessment was only placed on his profile at a later stage and could be verified as authentic. Bold and threatening claim. The amount was payable on 17th of March. According to Godsoff, 16,000 rand was extracted from his bank account on the same day. SARS presented a bold and threatening claim of the sum of 1,738,398 rand without supplying any helpful background about where the amount had been sourced, nor any details as to how the amount had been calculated. I would go crazy. You are taxing me that much money and you're not telling me how that amount was accrued. You're not telling me how that had been calculated. You can't give me any information about where this amount sources from. If I'm not willing to give my neighbor who took up a 5 rand, what makes you think I will give SARS that much money? Aibo. Godsoff approached MoneyWeb on 18th of March, noting that he had attempted to contact SARS via its helpline and had also tried to deal with the matter via the e-filing system. He received no feedback from SARS following his lengthy letter. SARS spokesperson Sipiti Sibeko declined to discuss the matter, noting that SARS is prohibited by Chapter 6 of the Tax Administration Act from divulging any taxpayer information. In this respect, SARS will not be commenting. The taxpayer concerned can approach the nearest SARS branch and all his questions will be then addressed. Following several attempts to obtain an interview with a SARS official to understand how a taxpayer can end up in this situation, Andrew West, head of corporate income tax product, process and design at SARS, who was involved in establishing SARS's approach to cryptocurrencies, explained the process. Now, to him, there is a treatment of crypto profits, and I believe this would probably work the same if you did investments or how they process trading, forex trading profits, because when you declare these things, you have to declare the capital gains, the capital losses, and that will then give them SARS, obviously, an idea of what you should be taxed. The general approach to crypto assets is to treat them as an asset with intangible value. Taxpayers will be taxed as if a transaction was a barter transaction. The general approach is that crypto assets are to be treated like any other asset for income tax purposes, West told MoneyWeb this week. This approach was set out in a media statement in April 2018 when SARS noted that it will continue to apply normal income tax rules to cryptocurrencies and will expect affected taxpayers to declare cryptocurrency gains or losses as part of their taxable income. What did I just tell you about the declaration? The onus is on taxpayers to declare all cryptocurrency related taxable income in the tax year in which it is received or accrued. Failure to do so could result in interest and penalties. Godsif's additional assessment for the 2022 tax year indicated an amount of more than 1.5 million rand for income other than turnover classified as crypto asset profits. He received an understatement penalty of more than 646,000 rand for omission of income and a penalty of 85,294 rand due to the underestimation of provisional tax. Godsif noted that he did not sell any of his funds besides withdrawing around 70,000 rand to be able to make such a profit. 2 days before he was supposed to pay the additional assessment, he had an amount of 102,217 rand with a cash balance of 4,153 rand in his account on the crypto platform. Clear as mud, following a visit to a Sars office, he lodged a notice of objection, a remission of penalties, and a suspension of payment. Subsequently, he received a statement of penalty with a null balance and a confirmation of the suspension of payment. The position is as clear as mud, he said. His income tax assessment for the 2023 year was equally confusing. The assessment indicated that he owed Sars an amount of 1.7 million rand, yet the assessment summary information indicated a net debit amount of 0. According to Godsif, he has not received any further correspondence from Sars. West did not comment on the Godsif matter, stating only that it had been escalated. However, he gave a simple example of how the process is supposed to work. The onus remains on the taxpayer to declare crypto profits or losses and to keep all documents that will offer a reasonable level of proof when there is any request for supporting documentation or in the case of a dispute. If a taxpayer buys crypto assets worth 100,000 rand and later sells them for 1.2 million rand, they have a crypto asset profit of 1.1 million rand, which is subject to tax. To the extent that the process deviates from this example, there is some misapplication, said West. End of article. So obviously, shout out to Amanda Visser. So obviously, as you guys can see, Sars made this mistake. 1.7 million rand tax bill and the deposit and the withdrawal even put together isn't even 500,000 rand, and this person gets such a bill. Now I'm telling you now, as a poor person, my bro, if I had to get such a bill with these mistakes on, Sars would see me, my bro, not e-filing, not through the app, not through calls, not through emails. Sars will see me personally, my bro. There's no way you can make mistakes such as this and just move along. Let me tell you why I feel like I would stress out. Following situations like this, where rich people is involved, right? And please don't come for me, because I know there's a lot of you that's gonna say, oh, but Rydall, how can you assume this person has money? This person has 185,000 rand to invest just like that, which means he has money to invest, and then he still has money to continue his lifestyle as it was, unencumbered with the amount that just left his account. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because only stupid people would use money for their necessities to make investments. But that's neither here nor there. Even if you put the deposit and the withdrawal together, that don't give you a 1.7 million rand tax bill. So there's definitely a mistake. If he made a huge profit and all of that money is still sitting in his trading account, he shouldn't be taxed this amount. And if he is taxed this amount based on how much money is in his trading account, how does Sars have access to that? It's getting stranger by the day. It's getting stranger by the day. One thing's for certain, two things for sure, guys. If you make money, go and declare it, because obviously you can see Sars is not playing about their coin, and if you don't declare, they will add penalties. And I mean, if there's one thing a South African don't like, is penalties on money that they must already give. I hope this shines some light on crypto and tax and how it comes together. If you want a more simplified video, please let me know in the comment section and I will most definitely oblige to making one for you. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Leave your comments in the comment section. Please do share this around so that more light can be shed on crypto trading and tax related matters. And if you're new here, please do smash that subscribe button. Thanks for joining. I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.